Coming live from the news desk at SOS Solutions, bitch. What's going on, everyone? It's Stephanie Adams with SOS Solutions. It is the new year, maybe, depending on when you are watching this video, and some people have made the resolutions to save some money this year. I got some tips for you. Stay tuned. Okay, so saving money's hard. People tend to save the money to spend later, but I'm gonna give you some tips on what you can do to stockpile your nest egg, maybe make a few changes, and see if we can get you some money sitting in your emergency fund. When you go to the grocery store, we all love our name brands. We love our name brands when we're shopping for clothing. We love our name brands when we're shopping for anything. But at the grocery store, you'd be surprised to find out that the name brand people, the people that make all the stuff that you know and love, also make the generic stuff. So think about this even when it comes to medicine, right? Like, it's normally the same people making the same stuff, but it's like way cheaper and still works the same. So I recommend, as number one, is to stop buying all name brand stuff and just switch to the store brands. And while you're at it, if you can, throw in a coupon or two. I know it's one of those things where people are like, man, I don't want to have to sit and cut out coupons and that stuff. I've noticed that that's not actually something we really even have to do anymore. You can walk into your local Food Lion, if you're in Virginia, and print out your coupons, because they're tracking what you're spending anyway. So they're sending you coupons that are designed for what you're normally spending money on anyway. So use your coupons and buy generic. It's a great way to save some money on your grocery bill. And make sure that you have a budget for what you're going to spend on your groceries for the month, so that way you can track exactly what you're saving every month. Number two, sell some stuff. This isn't really a savings thing, but this is a way to pad your savings account. So we all have stuff that's sitting around that likely has some sort of value and we're not using. Get rid of it. Stop hoarding stuff. You don't need it all.
Now what is the matter?
My friends are worried that I'm showing signs of hoarding.
Hoarding? Okay, what's that?
I'm kidding. Sometimes we do need it all. But if you've got some stuff laying around that's got some value, absolutely start selling it. You've got all kinds of ways that you can do it. You have eBay, you have Amazon. Get rid of some stuff and sell it, guys. That's a good way to pad your bank account. All right, number three, and this is actually a big one, and I want you guys to look for some apps to help you out with this, because it actually, it's definitely worth your time. Get rid of those subscriptions that you're not using. I will say, for example, my household has gotten rid of our cable because we weren't actually watching cable TV. But one of the hazards of doing that is we all have our friends who were talking about the shows that we love watching. And so now you've got to get Netflix, and you got to get Hulu, and you have to get Peacock, and you have to get all of these other subscription things. If you're not using it, get rid of it. You'd be surprised how much money you save monthly just by getting rid of subscriptions. And honestly, maybe we all need to turn off the TV and start walking. I know I do. So take a look at your subscriptions. Just go through your bank account and see what you're actually paying for. And like I said, there are apps out there that will help you find them, but the caveat is you have to pay for them. So the next thing is buying versus renting. We talk a lot about home buying here, and with the way that the economy is right this minute, it might actually be cheaper for you to buy a house as opposed to renting one. And the perk of that is houses tend to appreciate. So when you're ready to move and you sell your house, chances are you're gonna get a nice little fund to go along with that. That house is probably appreciated, and what you owe on it versus what you get for it, there could be a significant difference. So check out buying a house as opposed to renting one. Might save you some money there. Check out your insurance every year. Your insurance companies are always trying to find a way to keep you. And remember, insurance companies are kind of just like subscriptions, right? Do you need what is actually being covered under your insurance? Take a look at what is currently being offered in your insurance, and if you really need everything that's being offered. If you live in the middle of the desert, you probably don't need flood insurance. So take a look at what's currently being offered for your insurance and just shop around. You can do this for home, you can do this for auto. You may even be able to do it for health. I'm not sure about that one. I'll get back to you on it. But anything that you're paying for insurance, absolutely shop around, do it once a year and just see where you can save some money. You may find that people are willing to give you a deal just to bring you in as a new client. And then the last bit that I love is leasing your car versus buying your car. But I'm gonna tell you how this works. So when you lease your car, you can put up to a certain amount of miles on the car to fulfill that lease. Like you can't go over a certain number of miles on the car without having to pay a little bit extra on it. But if you live and work really close to each other, it might actually be in your benefit to lease the car as opposed to buying it, and then 3 years you get a brand new beautiful car if that's what you want to do, obviously depending on your lease term. So that's something to check out. If I had leased the vehicle that I bought, I likely would have saved $300 or so on my car payment every month. So that's a big one to check out. So I hope those get you guys started on your journey to saving some money. We'll come up with some more and we'll post another video soon. In the meantime, questions, comments, or concerns, reach out 757-356-5756. I'm Stephanie Adams with SOS Solutions. Take care.